we're about to show you some of the worst building disasters in Britain.
Ceilings, lights, wardrobes, bathrooms installed, everything. And then the rain came.
My team and I are here to address the mess those cowboy builders leave behind.
Open your eyes.
Oh, it's fun!
It's now time for me to track back and find out just where things went so badly wrong.
It was soul-destroying to think that had been going on, the charade, for such a long time.
And we're going to give you insider knowledge and top tips on how you can avoid falling into the cowboy trap. Today on Cowboy Trap, we're in Wandsworth, southwest London, with newlyweds, the Venzanos.
Can I put my hand in your pocket?
Yes, but not in my bottom.
Fernando and Georgina's plans for a fab new marital home together were scuppered by cowboy builders who left them with a basement conversion from hell and a bill of £115,000.
It's a mess. We're okay. We're living in a house, we've got a roof over our heads, but it's been very stressful.
And in the Midlands, in Stafford, where Mel and Kim's dreams of a luxury kitchen extension went horribly wrong and their builders did a bunk.
They completely destroyed things that we'd worked really hard on.
But first, back to Wandsworth, London, where Fernando and Georgina had big plans for their first marital home. They wanted a dream bedroom with an ensuite bathroom, but were left with flooded floors, mouldy walls, and a bathroom which is unusable.
We haven't been able to open our wedding present yet. We haven't been able to put our stuff. We have been living like surrounded with boxes. All this process has been a massive, big test for our relationship.
I've been connected to the building trade for over 20 years, and this is one of the most extraordinary disaster stories I've ever heard. Our newlyweds are wondering how much longer they can tough it out.
We don't want to give up our dreams, and we are not going to give up the house, but it's been tough, and those kind of thoughts come into our mind all the time.
The unlucky Venzanos own the ground and basement flat of this 3-storey Victorian property. Unlucky because they've had not one, but 2 builders go bust on them, leaving the work unfinished.
It's very difficult to talk about the future because we just don't know. We don't believe this job will ever be finished, and we can't imagine a life without it. And then when it is finished, it's like, well, where do we go from here? We're in a lot of debt, a lot more debt than we ever planned.
And everyone's affected, even Georgina's mother, Annabelle.
There were times when I would ring her and she'd just burst into tears because she needed to let go and she had to hold it all together with Fernando and work. And if you've got a daughter crying down the phone, you want to just be there to hug them, to help them, and you're completely stuck.
So 2 builders went bust, a 3rd came in for emergency work just to make the basement watertight, and the bill so far, an eye-watering £115,000. But our dedicated builders are on their way to put things right. When the builders arrive here, they'll find this is an unusual house.
We actually sleep with our barbecue, which I think is quite funny. Yeah, it's in the bedroom just there. We've had it there for, I don't know how many months now, well, over a year.
The whole place is packed full of clutter. With no space downstairs in the basement, Georgina and Fernando have been forced to cram almost everything they've got into a couple of small rooms. And their wedding presents?
They're stuck at Mum and Dad's, and along with our wedding photos, we haven't chosen them, and all those things, because there is no space. There's nowhere to put them, and we've got to focus on other things. I can't get into my stuff. I've got wardrobes and everything stuck away. I don't even know what I own. So I kind of wear, 5 different outfits, and that's it.
It's been 21 long months since this beleaguered couple have had to live in cramped conditions and under much stress too. So we asked them what we could do for them to make their lives better right now.
It would be amazing if we could finish one of the rooms downstairs, finishing off our main bedroom, putting kind of wardrobes in, painting it, and also finishing our bathroom, which is the tiling and the fitting. So one part of the house is functioning and we have some space. I mean, there are 100 things I could ask you to do, but that would be amazing, to be honest. Really great.
We would love to have and more for everything for Georgina, I think, is have a nice closet where she can put all her shoes, all her bags, you know, all her clothes.
Georgina, in this area, you want our boys to build you a set of wardrobes.
Yeah.
Just quickly give me an idea of what you want.
Just a really simple strip of wardrobes across the whole thing.
Okay.
With like pine doors.
Pine doors.
Three sets of them. But
Okay.
very simple, just to be able to put all our stuff in there.
Georgina's wardrobes are just the start. We've got to refit the entire ensuite bathroom, including the toilet, wash basin and heated towel rail, and revamp the master bedroom. The light fittings, skirtings and top-to-toe decorations. Our builders are here and they're working already. We need timber to build those fitted wardrobes, and in the bathroom we're removing the fittings and sealing the walls ready for tiling. Every wall and the floor. As work continues, the Venzanos reflect on how they got tangled up with cowboy builders.
And he saw in us very decent, friendly, happy people.
Naive as well.
Naive.
Yeah.
And so basically, well, easy prey. After 2 months, we didn't see a lot of progress. We saw a lot of people coming in and coming out all the time, but we weren't 100% aware of what's going on in our cellar.
And again, you're not going to be 100% aware simply because you're out of the property most of the time because you're working.
Yes.
Yeah.
So nobody can see what's going on. Here's a tip to keep you out of trouble. Try not to leave the builders working on their own at your house. Home alone can mean disaster. If you work and can't be there yourself, maybe a friend or relative could come over for a few hours each day. But no need to keep an eye on our guys, they're hard at it, and we'll be back for a progress check later. Coming up, how Georgina's builders trashed the neighbour's car by knocking down a wall. It was an accident.
Sent shivers down my spine because we have lots of school children here who walk past every day